Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. It's the 25th of May today, 2025. That noise you can hear is me little pear tree just clipping the greenhouse. So every time, it's very windy today. We've been on the car boots this morning. I bought a few things. I cannot show you my coins what I've got this week. I will show them for definite next week. And so all those coin collectors who do watch my videos, and there's some really nice ones, guys. I'd love to show them you this week, but it is a gardening channel after all, and we do try to sneak the video, the coins in at the end of the video. But I will give you an idea what we got. We got a King John penny. We've got an Edward penny with the posthumous reverse of his father, Henry VIII, on it. We've got a load of we got really lucky on the car boot on Wednesday. Bought some beautiful stuff then. In fact, me telling you this now, I really should just have shown them you, but the video is quite long, so I'll share everything next week with you. Anyway, what we've been doing this week on the allotment, well, we've Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we've been doing a bed, clearing each bed on the allotment, on my plot, getting all the weeds out. I've got to tell you, each bed was a nightmare to deal with. Because we got to wait for the daffodils and the tulips to start to die back before you take the tops off them. If you take them off too soon, what happens is the bulb doesn't get enough nutrients in the ground and it doesn't come back the next year. Now, as everyone knows, all my bulbs do come back every year without fail. So we have to make sure we do it right, but it gives the weeds a chance to grow. So what you're going to see now, I'm going to put all these in a string of videos, but we'll start off with Monday. Then we was working in the Ribena blackcurrant bed. Tuesday was in the raspberry bed, and Wednesday was actually in the rhubarb bed. And then there was a couple more clips where we was working underneath the trees, where all the plant pots are there and everything. We've been clearing them all out so we can actually plant some flowers. So let me show you me doing all that. So this morning we're going to be clearing all the tops off these daffodils which have died back now. Clearing all the planters out, tidying the table up there, get rid of all that sticky buds which are seem to be growing everywhere this year for some reason. But we're going to tidy all this lot up, so this is what we're going to be working on. So this is what it looks like before we get to work, and I'll show you what it looks like after we've done it. We may even set a camera up, I don't know. I think it'd be just easy just to go, this is what it looks like now. We're getting there. We cleared all the planters, all down this side. Around here, we just got the other side to do now. About the 6th bucket. Oh God, I tell you, bloody hard work doing this. I do want to prune some of these this bush, but right this moment, all I want to do is get the tops off these daffodils and tulips. So we're going to crack on. We'll be putting flowers in here next to no time. The ground is absolutely solid, absolute solid. So might throw a few wheelbarrows of water on here, loosen it up a bit. I think right at this moment in time we're still doing the weeding. Cut my hands to ribbons. Forgetting about them bloody roses there. I like roses, but they are lethal. Yeah, so I'll come in and top these pots up, and we'll stick some flowers in these and in these as well. So it's all to play for. We just got here to do on this bed, the front here. Get all these weeds out. Got to be careful not to take the lilies out, but I want to do a bit of pruning here as well. So these trees are going to get pruned. But let's get the weeds out first. We cleared all the weeds out this bed now. And well, lots of black currants there, and them 2 black currants. This is the next one to do. I'm not doing it today. I'm too exhausted. It's hard work doing this. The ground is bone dry. What I'm probably going to do is put a frame around this one once I've got to clear this bed of all the weeds and the flowers, and we do the rhubarb. That ground is absolutely solid. I'm thinking 4 or 5 wheelbarrows of water on there just to soften it up a bit. Trouble is, it's that dry, it just runs off. We've had no rain in 6 weeks really. But yeah, anyway, we cleared here, so we'll be sticking some dahlias along here and round the other side. Let's go around the other side. Here's something else I've been doing, just clearing the path here of all the weeds, all the grass which grows in between these stones. We did that today. I'll be putting some flowers in there shortly. So today we're going to tidy this bed up now. We did that one yesterday. Today's the day we do this one. So we do one each day. It's not too taxing. Well, I'm not going to bore you to death watching me do this, but we will have a look at it when it's finished. So at the moment this is what it's looking like. When I finish it should look a lot different. So there we go, we've cleared yet another bed. So this one's been cleared of all the tops off the daffodils, the tulips and all the weeds. We took all that sticky bud out of here, give them a bit of a tidy up. Might not be able to get many flowers in here because we've actually got lilies and lupins here and sedum, but I'll be able to stick some flowers there, some marigolds along here, and I've got some dahlias as well. And oh, I'm going to put some flowers in here as well. So we've got, and there's a load of round the back. I've got a load of flowers to go round the back. She's like me, we're both floundering at the moment. So I'm looking at my broken cat having a dust bath on the path. I can hear Steve with his strimmer. Just had to go over and tell him how to work it because he kept on conking out. He didn't have the choke turned on properly. But this is what we've been doing this morning. We've cleared all this bed here now. Looks lovely. This one's full of calendula, that's what you can see. This where it's gaps, there is calendula there, and they will come on, they'll fill the bed full of calendula. I'm going to be putting flowers into these pots here. Flowers into here. We did this yesterday, this bed, tidied this up, went in here and cleared all this. This was fun. I still got to top all the planters up with some compost. Again, we're going to pile a load of flowers in here. And there's a load of them there, and there's a load there, and dahlias. And along here, we've got loads of flowers to go along here. We're going to be putting them in here. I've got to replace one of my dahlias over there. I've got to sort my lucifer out, and I've got to get all my cages ready for my dahlias. So that's what we've got to do. But I've got one more bed to finish off, and that's my rhubarb bed, so that's going to be done tomorrow. Like I say, I only do so much. Come along here. Now we've done the strawberry bed there. Got strawberries already on. This is the bed what we've got to do next. So get all this sticky bud. I don't know where it's come from, this sticky bud. We take the tops off the daffodils. You can see we've done all around the back here and all here, all this, all. So we'll be putting flowers around here as well. Maybe doing a little bit of pruning on these gooseberries. not much because there's gooseberries on there. I won't be touching my daylilies. They can, I'll leave them. Just basically tidy up around the rhubarb. So this is the other bed that I need to address, and then we get planting, and then we start putting everything in the greenhouse is what needs to be in there. So that's the plan. So tomorrow morning we'll have at that, I think. So today is the rhubarb beds turn to be tidied up. Now we had all tulips going along here. Well, they've all died back. You can see how they've all the chlorophyll's come out of the leaves. So they should just easy just to put in the bag. A lot of that snot grass there, sticky buds, they're dead easy to pull out. And if I get them out now, there's no seeds on them, so they'll be dead, and I won't have to worry about the seeds coming back when I put them if I put it into my compost bin. The first sign of a sticky bud on me, and that'd be the end of it. None of it will get put into the compost bin. But so far we've been lucky because it's only just started to grow, but it will go to seed pretty quickly. So I need to get it out of there before it does that. Now we had a camera set up yesterday when we was doing this bed. And when I got home to review the footage, and it was corrupt, but I did get a bit of footage. I'll show you what it looked like before and after, because I was using this phone. But yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to, obviously this is what it looks like now, and I'll show you what it looks like in about an hour's time. It's going to take quite a bit of time to get this done. So I've got my kneeling mat, and I've got my gloves and my pruning shears and scissors, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get on with this. All these here these are all tulips that just snap off at the bulb, and we leave them in the ground. So this is a before. So this is a before, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Well, as you can see, we're getting there, clearing it all out. This needs about 4 barrels of water pouring onto this bed, maybe even more. The ground is solid, and you know, I've just got a mate of mine just come over. He says, "Is there any chance you're opening the shop? I've got to get some compost. I need some compost." So I said, "Well, give me half an hour, get this done, and I'll come over and sort you out." Then I got a missus there. Can you go and cut the grass and do the privets? Unbelievable. And here I am doing this. The only person who's not annoying me at the moment is Bugalug's there. She's keeping out of it. But yeah, we're nearly done. I'll throw this all into the compost and rot it down. I've still got this side to do, but that's neither near nor there. A bit more gentle pruning to do, and we'll be right then. But oh god, the sticky bud which is in there is unbelievable. We got it all out, that's the main thing. And there was no seeds, which is even better. That means none of the seeds have been dropped, so they won't be coming back at any time soon. Anyway, I'll come back with another update in a minute. But as you can see, that's the second bucket of weed we've taken out. There's a few tops off cabbages there, rhubarb that I've broke, but it's looking a bit better. There we go, guys. We've cleared the bed of all the weeds. I'll be able to putting compost into the planters shortly, and putting flowers in them all. We've got to go through this side and right the way through the other side. Mark's chickens are doing my head in. But yeah, we've cleared all this here now. We can actually see daylight. I might do a little bit of pruning here, just take some of these leaves, although we'll be losing a few apples. But that's neither near nor there. Right, jobs are good, and bloody hard work though. We've been clearing all the planters of all the tops of the daffodils and tulips. As you can see, all these are going to have flowers put in them. I will be putting compost in, topping them up again. I filled these at the top with compost, and it's amazing how much compost you lose each year. But anyway, I'm going to take that plastic chair out. I'm going to replace it with that one there, the metal one. We've done these planters here. There's Buttercup, ever faithful, never more than 6 foot away from me, watching what I'm doing. But yeah, we've done around this the rhubarb today. That's something else I need to do. Put loads and loads of water into that bed because it's rock hard. But then again, we're supposed to be having rain this week, so we might not need to yet. But yeah, this is what we've been doing. We'll be back to this area to put some beautiful flowers in. Watch this space. So we've got all the beds prepared and all the planters was all cleared out. So all we wanted to do then was to put some flowers in. So I'm going to be showing you me doing some of that later on in the video. However, there was one more bed what needed dealing with, and it was me shallot bed. It had red sun and golden gourmet shallots in, and it was absolutely chocker with weeds. So you're going to see me cleaning that out now. I'm going to speed the footage up and show you me doing it with a bit of music. Got to show you me doing something. So check this out, guys. Well, guys, these are my shallots. You might not think they're shallots because they're covered in weeds. But when we're done here, there are all the roots. See how easy they come out? So I'll time lapse this, speed it up and show you me doing these. There we go, guys, there's all the weeds in there. I'll throw them into the chickens and turn it into chicken manure. So yeah, the bed's nice and clear now. The shallots won't have nothing to compete against, that's the main thing, and that's why we've done it. Yeah, ground's damp, that's what I wanted. Right. Tuck that one in, frame back. There we go, job's a good one. So yeah, it didn't take too long, and all that weed we threw into the chickens turned that into chicken manure, and we put it into the compost bins. Now, moving on from the manure, what we wanted to do was to this week put on the Atlantic giant pumpkins. Now, out of 12, 5 have actually come up. The others are actually starting to germinate now. I had a quick fill. You can see in the video. So I'm going to show you me potting me Atlantic giant pumpkins, and all my hopes is on one in particular. But so let me show you what we've been doing. So what I've just done there is put a bit of bloodfish and bone into this, and we're going to keep these Atlantic giants in these pots for at least 4 weeks. So what I need to do is make it nice and crumbly. Right, we need a pot. Water these in a minute. Ooh. Better root system. Good root system on that. Number 4. We'll just have a quick look in here, see if there's anything coming up. So how I know these are going to come up, you see the shoot there? I forget which one I put it in now. Yeah, push it in there. I've got 5 and that's a spare one. Push it in there. Right, so I'll keep that tray. Do here with this, I just put it in top one of these planters up. I'm going to be putting some flowers in planters in a bit, so I'll use this for them. But yeah, what I've got to do now is give these a good watering. So I'm just going to tidy up. We'll get a drip tray and give these put these in the drip tray. But I think the one I'm going to keep is this one here, this Atlantic giant. Although the others are not doing, so these 3 here are okay. So as you can see, the Atlantic giants are in this drip tray. We just watered the top. I've also put water in the bottom, so the capillary action will draw the moisture water up. And the reason why I've done it on the top is to damp it down, to stop the compost from blowing away. Now this is my oaks. This is where all the tension will be on this particular pumpkin. I'm going to keep this one as a backup, and the other 3 here I'm going to give away. These in the tray here have started to come up. I've just took the seeds up and looked at them, and they just started to throw a little spike out. So I do know that they're all will produce pumpkins. However, I only need one, which is this one here. But we always keep a backup, just in case that something happens to this one. So I'm going to put these back into the greenhouse. I'm going to get some flowers and start planting them around the allotment. These bags of compost, I'm going to be topping up some of my pots, and we can plant directly into them. I think I'm going to put more geraniums into some of the pots. You'll see me doing that in a bit. So we got them all planted, the 5. I will be giving 3 of them away. I will keep the 2 biggest. I'll keep it until I know that the big one, the main one, is okay. Then I'll give the second one away to someone, and who knows, we might if I get a pumpkin of £50, I'll be happy. However, I don't think I'm going to beat my record of £152. I think that's just being just asking for it, really. But we're going to give it a go. I have got some beautiful compost. Again, I'll share that with you next week. I'll show you where that is as well. You've not seen this compost. It's been in a brown bin for 2 years. It's a combination of chicken manure and horse manure. I'll show you that next week. So yeah, we got the pumpkins. They're in the middle greenhouse now. Not sorry, the front greenhouse, which we're trying to clear the front greenhouse to get all the tomatoes in and the chilies. I've got tons of chilies and tomatoes to pot up. They're all this big at the moment, and they need potting on into the big pots. Still, we will get round to doing it, and you know, we were struggling here to get all these in. We didn't think we'd make it, but look at them, they're beautiful. And they're doing really well. We've got tomatoes on them already. I've been feeding them. Anyway, we're moving from that, moving away from that. I'm just, you watch it, you. She's right underneath me, my camera, Buttercup, by the way. She's been a very naughty girl this week, and a punishment is she's not coming on camera. Because now, if you're squeamish, guys, forward the video from now 2 minutes, and then 3 minutes, then come back, because this is what she's been up to. Size of that bugger. Buttercup. Really? That's what she just brought me. It's still wibbly wobbly. That was alive about 5 minutes ago until she got her teeth into it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what Buttercup's bringing me. Aye. The 8 mice, the voles. The bloody big rats like that. I could kill her. She's killed a goldfinch, hasn't she? Now she's eating it. At least she's eating it. Unbelievable. What I did, I took a rat off her, and she's gone out to catch something else. I tossed a rat over into the animal graveyard. The pet cemetery over there. Well, we won't need that for a while. I've been doing all the weeding, getting all the weeds out. Yeah, I threw the rat into the pet cemetery. 10 minutes later, she comes back with a goldfinch, and that's what she's got down there, munching on it. Little bugger. Yeah, she's really enjoying it. I can see her there chewing at it. She'll eat everything, honestly. Even beak. I should be laughing. Yeah, right through the gap there she is.
Unbelievable. Well, looks like she's at it. Magpies just flew away with the rest of it. She's a little bugger. Yeah, that goldfinch, look at licking her paws. I took a rat off her, and so she's gone and caught a goldfinch. Anyway, she's at it, and the magpie's at the other bit, what was left over. Waste not, want not.
Yeah, that's what she brings me, guys. The rats are as big as her. And I took the big rat, I threw the rat over into the pet cemetery for the foxes. And blow me, 10 minutes later she comes back with a goldfinch. So she's grounded. She's fast asleep behind the camera anyway, so but yeah, she's been a very naughty girl. You might see her a bit later on in the video. Again, she was very happy to see me, but it was all kicking off around me. We'll come to that in a bit. But what I want to show you now is what we've been planting. We've been planting a load of marigolds, geraniums. We've replaced a dahlia on one of my planters where my dahlias had failed. It was called a fringe star. Unfortunately, it started to go off a bit funky last year, and I thought it might not make it through the winter, and it didn't. But we actually got a replacement and put it in. Well, you're going to see the replacement in a minute. But I think what we're going to do, we're going to start off. I got a load of marigolds there, dwarf marigolds. They're this big, and two of them are this big. I was thinking, have I made a mistake with the crackerjack? Could a crackerjack grow this big? There's another marigold, the African crackerjack. But no, they're not. They're the dwarf, the French dwarf variety. So you're going to see me putting a few of them into some planters which sit at the back of the chairs. You're going to see me put some down the centre of the allotment into some planters. And then you're going to see me putting some geraniums in. You're also going to see me putting this dahlia into the bed as well. So here it comes, guys. This is all what we've been doing. Looking at here, the 3 planters which go behind this chair. So I'm just adding some compost in the top. Yeah, we're going to be putting more of these marigolds into here. But first things first, need to top the pots up. Just break these clogs up. All this takes a hell of a lot of time to do. So we've got the planters topped up. Let's say we're using the clover to do this. I've got my pots in a deep drip tray there, so
I think we'll put 4 in each tray. So we're doing 4 in each tray. Just making sure I've got the camera turned on. We do a lot of these videos without the camera being turned on. Good root system. And like I say, just same level. I will water these, but I say we're due for weather, rain tonight and tomorrow, so don't have to go too heavy with them. That's the first tray. So we'll stick this one back, then we'll get on with the rest of them. Oh, this is exciting. Not really. I do like to see them, but I don't like putting all this work in. Don't forget, inside these pots we've got spring bulbs, but they're further down, so they're not in any danger. Last one. Yeah, these are all going to get a good watering. I'll show you what they're going to look when I get them back. Making a bit of a mess, but we'll soon tidy that lot up. Give them a squeeze, and out comes the root ball. Every one of these are perfect. Before we planted them, obviously we've had them in that drip tray. Right, get this around the other side and I'll show you what they look like. So we got the marigolds along here, got 12 of them. Put some over there as well. We've got another tray we're going to put in them planters over there. So first things first, I've got to go and put the compost in, then we'll bring the tray over and add the marigolds. Well guys, in front of you there is 3 trays of marigolds, and these are the French dwarf marigolds. They don't look dwarfed to me. These things are a foot tall. Them ones are 18 inches tall. They're supposed to be dwarf, these. However, 18 per tray. There's 3 trays. There's 54. That's what they look like. A bit of root, beautiful. No flowers on them yet, which is perfect. So yeah, these ones here, like I say, these buggers are 18 inches high. They're a bit. I'm going to give them a good soaking before I plant them out, and we're going to plant them in the planters along the middle of the orchard. This series of long planters, and that's where I'm going to put most of these, or a lot of them anyway. I'm going to brighten the place up. I've got some compost there that I'm going to be using as well to top some of the planters up, and they should look absolutely wonderful. What I really need is a drip tray. I'm going to find a drip tray and just set them in a drip tray and give them a good soaking before I plant them out. So it's going to take some time. However, we've got a load of rain on the way. It should be here tomorrow. I don't know if you can see this, but we've got a drip tray just here, and we've got these marigolds sat in it. Before we plant them out, I'm going to give them a good soaking. So that's what we're doing at the moment, and it shouldn't take long to get them saturated. What I will do, go and get some of this compost in the planters over here. In fact, let's grab this now. Come this way, it's easier. So we're going to be putting some of this compost into these planters, then putting 3 marigolds in each one. Put some in here. We've got to do the other side. There'll be a load in the other side. I'm going to put a lot around the table, and there's some over on the front of the plot, some pots that I'm going to be putting most of these in. So I get the camera set up and I'll show you me putting a few of these in. Obviously I'm going to be using that compost to fill the pots up, get them nice and sopped up. Again, we filled these to the top 3 months ago and they've already lost 2 inches of soil. It's the combination of the birds flicking the soil out into the bed and the wind blowing it away. But yeah, we're going to pile them all in here. So all we need now are the marigolds. So we've done this side, all the marigolds in this side. I'm just waiting for the other tray to get soaked, and then we're going to do the other side. So we've got the same planters on the opposite side of these trees, so it's going to look awesome later on this year. I've still got all here to do. All these pots need washing, so that's another job. But we'll get all the planting done before all these French marigolds. We're not even started with the African crackerjack marigolds yet, which grow really tall. But yeah, as you can see, we've got them all in. No flowers, which is great. The flowers will come in a week or two, and it will look absolutely awesome. So we've got all of the marigolds in these planters. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see very well here because it's very dark, but yeah, we've got them all in. I will come back in a minute and put some compost in this planter. In fact, I'll go and get a shovel of it from the compost bin down there. What we'll do is come back in a bit and water all these. But yeah, we've got the marigolds. These are the dwarf marigolds. We've still got the crackerjack marigolds to go in. But we've planted 3 trays, 54 marigolds we planted, and they're not exactly small, so we've had to really look for places to put them. We've got lots more still to go. Got lots of geraniums and a lot more marigolds, and more than what we just planted. And dahlias, they're the next things to plant. Then we can get the front and mid of the back greenhouse rigged out for the chilies and the rest of the tomatoes and cucumbers. Right, anyway, I'm going to go and wash my pots, guys, so we're done here for now. Well guys, this is where my fringe star died in this. Fortunately for me, I've got another one. No, there's nothing going to come of that. Just a few tubers. we're going to take them out, and we're going to put this new dahlia. It's the same dahlia which was in here, which we had in, so it's just swapping like for like. So what we've got in here is this fringed star. It's a cactus variety. Now obviously I'm going to be coming back to water this, so we've got all the planters, all these dahlias coming up now in all the pots. You can just see them now coming through over here, up there. They're all coming through. What I will be doing is putting the cages on them. Now the cages I'm going to do probably next week. I will have to do it with a lucifer, so I need some string basically to pull everything in. But the main thing is I've replaced like for like here with this dahlia. If you point the camera at it, then you'll be able to see. So like I say, for like, I've planted this dahlia. But again, all these others are all up. So expect great things from this. I've got some others there which is twice the size of that, are in the greenhouse. But before we do that, we're going to get a few more of these geraniums planted. So I'm going to point the camera in a different direction in a moment and show you me putting some more geraniums in. So give me a moment or two and we'll be right back. Well guys, I'm going to plant a few of these geraniums into these pots. And we're going to have to be quick about this because I do hear an ice cream van playing in the distance. So basically what it does, if I leave it and you can hear it, YouTube, who already don't like me, will probably give me a strike against the channel. But anyway, I think we just made it. And last one here. We'll come back and water all these in a bit. Here's the thing, in these pots are also loads of daffodils and tulips. So anyway, that's what we've planted. Some of these are a red variety, I believe. Right, let's move on because we've got plenty more to plant up, but as you can see, got quite a few of them there. So we're putting a couple of geraniums in here. These are called dark red. They will soon fill out. I do need to put a new lining in this. But we can just take this and drop the new one in and put that in on top, so not to worry. Well guys, planting a few geraniums here. Just squeeze them out of the packs. This one doesn't want to come out. So anyway, it's a bit easier. There's two different colours here I'm planting. Just manipulating the bulbs is because there's some spring bulbs in these pots. We never take them out. There we go. Well, a few more geraniums in here. I will plant some more up here, but I'm going to have to get a few more on Sunday hopefully. Other than that, we can always stick all the other flowers. I've got a load of marigolds, big tall marigolds that we can put in some of these as well. But these always grow well here in this shade. I don't know what it is with the shade, but they do grow well. They got direct sunlight, but they do grow much better. They go better than all the others for some reason. I'd love to know the secret. Anyway, we're done. A bit like my garlic. I can't believe the fox rolled in all this. That's what this all this damage here is done by a fox. But yeah, we've got a load of geraniums in there. They're called dark red, and they look glorious when they all start flowering.
So we almost had a greenhouse ready to start putting the tomatoes in. Then I went and bought more flowers, so we still got a lot more to do, more planting to do next week. We will get round to the greenhouse. It doesn't matter about the tomatoes which need to go in there, and the cucumbers and what have you. They're doing okay. None of them are under stress at the moment, not like me trying to get them out. Talk about stress. Come on here, I think it was Friday night, to make sure Buttercup was okay. I'm glad I did actually. I heard these kids in the background, in the backfields, in the woodland, up to no good, laughing and laughing and chuckling. Next minute I start seeing smoke arise. It started to could hear crackling, which told me that they've actually set the actual woodland on fire. So it was a time then to phone the fire brigade. And the fire brigade couldn't get to the point. They couldn't actually get to where the fire was. They tried to get in where they would normally get in. Well, they built houses there, and they put a fence to stop people from going onto the playing fields. And they used to be able to drive the police, the fire brigade engine onto it to deal with any fires at the back. So they couldn't do that. And they tried to come on through the hospital. They couldn't do that. But there is an entrance, but they didn't know where it was. So they said, well, can we come on the allotments? I said, well, you can, but you're going to get stuck, because one actually come round a few years ago to fight. It was like the apocalypse now, and they were fighting it from. They had the fire engine a little bit further up. You may have seen that video where they're fighting the fire, and it was terrible. It was. But I told them, I said, look, you can't. I said, they said, well, is there access on the allotment? So, well, you're going to have to climb over near where my plot is. So he said fine, so they come with the buckets, they come with one ladder. They didn't come with no ladder at first, so I gave him my ladder to climb over the fence. He went up, they assessed the fire, and what it was, these kids had set an e-bike on fire, and every time they threw water on it, what was happening was it was sparking back up, because water doesn't do well on these stupid lithium batteries. Anyway, they managed to separate the lithium battery and sort that out, and then they put the woodland out, which had actually caught fire. So there's a couple of clips here to show you them climbing over, well, going up, and you see, well, you'll get to see them anyway.
I don't know if you can see the smoke rising there, but kids have set fire to the back of the allotments. The fire brigades, they've just arrived now. They've turned the sirens off. But just over here, if it catches fire, the whole lot will go up, because we've had no rain in weeks, months, so it's all tinder dry over there. Well, they're doing it, putting it out. Oh, it's getting worse. Oh, look at the ducks there. Yeah. Kids have set fire to something there. You can smell the rubber burning. There the guys are going to just give him some buckets. They won't lend me ladder, they brought their own. And they're just going up there. Some little scroats have set fire to an e-bike, and that's what's burning. And every time they throw water on it, it starts back up, because it's a lithium battery in it. But they managed to get the fire out here. But they've got no access. The only access is through my plot up here, up the top. There they are. They're walking along the top bank now, going down to here. Yeah, it's really exciting. The thing is, it's going to rain in the next, they reckon 9 o'clock it's going to start raining. I just told them the access really is over in that far corner. They used to be able to get in here where these houses, but they've put a fence up, so they can't get the wagon up here. So they would have been able to get the wagon to this point, and then the hose down here, but they can't do it. There's no access, and they can't bring the fire engine round here, because they can't get back out. They can come in here, they can go up to the top, but they can't get in that far corner over there, get round it. So I just pointed that out to them. I said, you're gonna have to leave the engine at the gates. So I've given them a couple of buckets. I've lent them my ladders. The only thing I haven't done is climbed over the fence and help them put it out. But yeah, been an interesting night. But if we didn't put it out, all this lot could potentially be on fire. Well, there they go, all gone. Gates locked. Yeah, the little buggers have set fire to an e-bike on the back there. And I said, so what was the explosion? He says, it's the battery. I said, the trouble is, when you throw water on it, it just sparks straight back up. So anyway, they've sorted it. Go on, you get to bed. She's having a tea. 8 o'clock in the evening, having to deal with fires on the back of the allotment. Unbelievable. So yeah, they eventually got the fire out. It was about 8:30 when I left the allotments. I took Buttercup into bed. She was happy to see me. She come running up that path when I shouted her. But she probably wondered what the hell was going on. It's normally very quiet on here. And I think Friday night it was. But yeah, little buggers had set fire to the woodland. I mean, fire brigade's got other things better to do. I mean, there could be an house on fire there, and the bloody kids or something had been burnt alive in it while they try to deal with something like that. But if they wouldn't have dealt with that, it could have been a lot serious, because the whole lot could have been on fire, and it could have spread down to the houses and everything. So they had no choice but to deal with it, and they dealt with it sufficiently. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave the video. I know it's a very long video this week, but hopefully next week I'll be able to show you all these wonderful coins that I actually bought. But until then, thanks for watching, stay safe, and goodbye for now.
show you where she is. Little bugger she is. There she is. Fast asleep, curled up there. What's she like, guys? Goodbye for now.